The gunman, who law enforcement sources have identified as Devin Kelly, was dressed in all black, wearing tactical gear, a ballistic vest, and armed with a semi-automatic rifle.
That suspect crossed the street to the church, exited his vehicle, and began firing at the church. That suspect then moved to the right side of the church and continued to fire. That suspect entered the church and continued to fire.
23 people inside First Baptist Church were killed. 3 others were shot and killed outside. Paramedics loaded the more than 20 injured onto stretchers and into helicopters and ambulances for treatment. The injured range in age from 5 to 72 years old.
And be with us, dear, as we learn to deal with these days to come. I'm sorry.
A Good Samaritan sees the carnage, grabbed his own rifle, engaging the shooter, who then dropped his rifle and fled. Kelly was found dead inside his white Ford Expedition. It's unclear if he killed himself or was shot by the resident who engaged him.
As a state, we are dealing with the largest mass shooting in our state's history. There's so many families who've lost family members.
Among those killed was the 14-year-old daughter of the church's pastor. The pastor and his wife were away in Oklahoma during the shooting. Speaking in Tokyo, President Donald Trump called the shooting an act of evil.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and families of today's horrible and murderous attack. This act of evil occurred as the victims and their families were in their place of sacred worship. We cannot put into words the pain and grief we all feel, and we cannot begin to imagine the suffering of those who lost the ones they so dearly loved.